I just redyed my hair, so now I'm at the height of my powers. Hello everyone. Last week, I cleaned out my closet and filmed it all for you to sort of half watch while you do chores or eat a snack. In that process, I categorized a few pieces as on notice, meaning I don't really wear them, but I'm interested in figuring out if I can make them work better for me before I say goodbye to them for good. Then I asked my wonderful viewers if you all would like to see me play around with those pieces and try to style them in a video, and many people said yes. So, as a woman of the people, I am here to share that process with you today. And we're gonna try styling each piece in a few different looks because we don't just want one way to make them work. We want versatility. That's how we'll know if a piece is truly earning a spot to stay in my wardrobe. Right off the bat, we're going to start with a challenge: this nightgown set. These pieces are so beautiful, so magical, but both of them are sheer and floor length. So I'm just never drawn to try styling them for an everyday functional outfit. Also, I realize this is a nightgown, but I don't like sleeping in dresses, so I won't use it for that either. I actually think these might be more wearable separate with other opaque pieces instead of together, so I'm gonna try them separate. Firstly, this outer robe. My natural impulse for this is to layer it over an opaque dress, so that is why I have this on. This is the base for our first look. I mean, yeah, that's pretty spectacular. This already feels like the most wearable thing I've ever done with this, probably. Wow, I love it. I also think this works well with this dress because the dress is also quite long. I think my mini dresses look a little weirder with this, but this combo feels perfect. And I am a little wary about these hems being so close to the ground, but I feel like we can resolve that with a tall shoe. Fabulous. And I definitely feel like it's safer from the ground now. I do feel like this is leaning a little fantasy whimsy goth, which I don't mind, but it's not exactly how I normally dress. So to make it feel a little more modern, I'm just gonna add my go-to little black shoulder bag and some sunglasses. That right there is doing a lot, I think. I also feel like this is missing some color, but I think I can add that with jewelry. Normally I would pick one necklace or the other, but I'm feeling adventurous today, so let's layer both. I like how this necklace combo kind of brings back that whimsy goth vibe, but also adds a little more color. Okay, wait. I love this so much. This is more of a success than I even was envisioning, than I even thought possible. I cannot wait to wear this once it's cool enough for this full covering for the fall time. A little witchy. I love it. Okay, let's do another outfit with this. I think for the next one, I want to try a skirt and a top, just to get a little more variation in there. Okay, on the bottom, we've got my favorite flowy skirt that I'm sure you're all sick of. And on top, I realize you can hardly see it, but it's just a poofy, frilly black blouse. Once again, we've got a hit. I think this is working. I do think this blouse is like a little too voluminous maybe under the robe, but honestly, with how little you can see it, I'm realizing I could easily switch it out for just a plain black tank top, and I think it would work great and be pretty much the same look. Again, we're giving like a little medieval, so I want to modernize it a little bit. This time, I think I'm going to use chunky combat boots and maybe some chunky silver jewelry. Okay, that's more like it. We got the chunky boots, we got some silver jewelry. I also swapped out that blouse because realistically it just was not comfortable underneath this robe. So I switched it for just this little plain black tank top that does have a Harley Davidson logo up here, but I actually think I kind of like what that adds. Again, it modernizes the look. It keeps it from being too fantasy Ren Fair for me. And then I also added a claw clip, again, to just add a little more modern or more 90s vibe. I love this. I would totally wear this outfit. I would totally wear the last outfit. I'm so excited to style this robe come late summer, early fall. As soon as it's cool enough, catch me rocking this constantly. Okay, now we're gonna try the nightgown inner layer. Can I say something about this? I hate this little bow on the center. I don't know why I've left it here this whole time. I'm just gonna cut it off. That's better. Now that that's resolved, how to style this. I think this would also work well over a dress or a top and a skirt, or honestly, maybe even pants. Let's try that first. I'm gonna go with some white pants, and on top, I don't know yet. I'll come back and show you. Okay, here's what we're gonna wear under the dress. Loafers for a fun, funky, chunky shoe. White pants, just to look sort of smooth and seamless. And a little graphic tee, because I love a casual, rugged tee juxtaposed with a lacy dress. This looks absolutely ridiculous to me on its own, so I can't wait to see if the dress makes it all work. You know what? I really think it does. I would wear this. This is so cute. The dress is obviously adding great value to the outfit. This outfit is nothing without the dress. And it's so comfortable. I'm like just in a baggy flowy, comfy outfit with a baggy, flowy, comfy layer on top, but it looks so creative, but also chill. The only thing that's kind of weird about this is that you can really clearly see the cutoff of my waistband where the t-shirt transitions to the white pants. So I'm wondering if maybe actually a darker color pant would work better. Let's try that. Okay, I went with these striped ones that I actually just sewed myself. They're similarly light and breezy to the white pants. The outfit has really not changed at all, but it looks a lot smoother underneath color-wise. I think this is working great. Now I would just accessorize, maybe add a pattern and some more color with this striped tote bag. I'd probably add a necklace again as well. And there we have it. A simple, comfortable, easy breezy outfit with this gorgeous, flowy, lacy nightgown. I think I'm really into like the graphic tee or tank poking out from the lacy dress. I loved that with the last outfit too. Okay, now I want to try this over a dress. And I don't think this would work great over another sleeveless dress, but I have a sleeved dress that I think could be so cute. So let me go change. Y'all, I literally cannot believe how long I've been neglecting these pieces in my closet, seeing how well they work with so many things. This is so cute. If you can't tell on camera, this is a dress I have underneath. It would be really fun to have it poking out on both ends. Maybe I could try pinning this up sometime. But I also think it's super functional this way. It, you know, covers the sheerness on the bottom half and then it pokes out on the top half. And it's, again, really like comfy and easy breezy. I could totally wear this for summer. I've even got sandals with this one. Honestly, this is giving me even more ideas of ways I could style these nightgown pieces. But I think we do have to move on to the next item. But consider these a success. I will definitely be keeping these in my wardrobe and hopefully styling them in the near future. All right, my next piece that is on notice is a completely different style. It's these incredibly preppy pants. The thing about these is like, I like stars, I like the color blue, and I also like the color red, and I also like stripes. So in theory, all of those elements should be able to work for me. But when you combine them, there's a shift, you know? And I struggle to take these out of that place. But I want to give it another try because I love the fit of these pants. And I'm just not going to let the right take ownership of the color blue or stars or the color red or stripes. None of those things belong to them. So let's try to style these. I feel like I want to go with other colors that complement these, but also kind of expand on them, take them in a different direction stylistically. Like maybe a yellow top. Okay, I already like this better. This is working for me. It feels more chill, more casual, nice and summery. I also think now that we have some yellow in the mix, we can maybe add in more shades of blue and red. Like maybe this jacket. I know I just said it was summery, but listen, this is the summer version. Now we'll build a spring or fall version. Yeah, I love this. And then I was also thinking more blue, but in a blue bandana, but we tie it around the neck, get a little artsy with it. This is so cute. I'm like a little train conductor. I do feel like now the red's getting a little lost and it's looking sort of out of place. So I think maybe we could bring in some more red with these socks. Is that going to be too much? I don't know. We'll see. We're giving train conductor circus vibes. Let's throw on some loafers for a nice chunky shoe that leans into the circus clown vibe. And then maybe this black bag to match. What do we think? I don't know. Maybe the socks are just too much. Hold on. Okay, I like this. The red was too much, but now I feel more chill and subdued. We don't need to pull out more of the red from the pants. They can just be a little subtle accent. I think this is working. I would wear this, and I think it looks pretty chill. Not overly preppy to me. That was fun. That was good for spring or fall. However, like I said, these pants do feel pretty summery, so I kind of want to style a summer outfit with them next. I feel like patterned pants like this can be a great opportunity to pair with a solid piece that has interest through texture instead of colors and patterns. So I'm gonna pull out like my frilly textured white tank top and see how that looks with these. Okay, I think this looks pretty cute. This is a good combo together, but now we have to make it feel like me. I already added my brown fisherman sandals just to bring in a more like cozy, earthy element that feels more aligned with my style. And then do we just add one of my favorite go-to accessories that I throw on with every outfit? Is that a cop-out or a great styling trick? I'm gonna say in this case, great styling trick, because I think this horse bag goes so well with this outfit, but also makes the outfit suddenly feel so much more my style. It offsets the preppiness. It corresponds with the red in here, but it also adds new colors. I feel like it goes, but it also transforms. The power this bag has. I would totally wear this. Should we do one more outfit with these pants? I feel like the thing about these pants is that I'm making them work in these outfits, but I do think some of these outfits would work equally well with other patterned pants that I have. I think these would have a better value in my wardrobe if I also styled them in outfits that like only work with these pants or work the best with these pants. So for this next look, I want to try to style these in an outfit that clearly would work the best with these specific pants. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet. I guess I'll go look for a top and then I'll come back. Okay, I don't think I have any tops that look better with these pants than any other pants, but I think I have made peace with that. I've decided I'm okay with it because a lot of them look equally good with these pants, and it's okay to keep them as an option in my wardrobe. I really like the outfits I've made so far, and I also really like this t-shirt with these pants. I like that we're drawing from the color, so it's coordinated, but I think the graphic tee and then this like artsy little DIY necklace bring these in a more artsy, less preppy look. I have these fisherman sandals again for a cozy summer vibe. And then I was thinking on top, this vest is kind of the perfect layer. And I mentioned in my closet clean out that I haven't been wearing this vest as much lately, but I used to love it and wear it all the time. So I'm trying to get it back in the rotation. A suede vest kind of goes with this Americana vibe, but it also kind of takes it out of the preppiness. So it's working for me. After these 3 outfits, I really feel equipped to style and wear these pants in a way that suits me and my style. And I also just love the shape and the cut of them, and they're really comfortable. So I'm excited to have ways to wear them. All right, next up is a piece that has actually been somewhat long beloved in my closet. I've had it for at least 3 years and I've worn it a ton over that time, but I feel like in the last year or so, I just have not been feeling as drawn to it. It's this skirt, which is quite lovely, but I think I've just been drawn to longer, fuller skirts lately. But I feel like every outfit with a skirt does not have to have that one same silhouette that just happens to be my favorite at this moment. So today I'm just hoping to refresh my enthusiasm for it. When I first got this skirt, I wore a lot of little tank tops with it. And I think because this is a slimmer silhouette, going for something more big and voluminous on top to switch it up could be cute. So I could do like a big poofy blouse or a big baggy t-shirt. Let's start with the blouse. Okay, I love this. This is great because this is another piece I don't wear that often, but I really like them together. I like that they both have sort of a dainty femininity, but there's still a lot of contrast through the textures, the fabrics, the colors. It still feels quite dimensional and textural. That said, I do think I want to bring in a stronger contrast through like a big chunky shoe, so I'm gonna add my loafers again. Yeah, love this. Perfect. I would totally wear this. And I feel like this wouldn't work the same with one of my bigger, more voluminous, flowy skirts. So this feels like a really great use case for this skirt in particular. I'm trying to think if I would really accessorize this or if I just like it as is. It's kind of simple and yet quite impactful through all the details. I'm sure I would carry a bag or something. Maybe just this one? I really think this works great and feels like me, just like this. Okay, I also just want to try a baggy t-shirt look real quick, and I think I might even use the same yellow t-shirt from earlier, because I love a yellow and blue moment. I think this also works great. I think I just didn't like the tiny tank formula with this skirt, because the skirt is also more fitted. But I love a voluminous top or a boxy baggy top with this skirt. This is so cute to me. Kind of 2000s, kind of 90s, kind of Lizzie McGuire, but not too much. I love it. For shoes, I went with these little clog Mary Janes. I feel like those kind of lean into the 90s, 2000s energy a little bit. Then for a bag, I think I would just go with this brown one. This is really cute as is to me, honestly. I don't know. I'm really into the simple outfits with this skirt. But if I did want to add a little more color or pattern or interest, I might just tie this little scarf to the bag handle. Love it. Easy breezy, wearable, cute. Just like me. What more is there to hope and wish for? Another success. Okay, for one last outfit with this skirt. This skirt definitely has that 90s, 2000s vibe, and I feel like we could maybe also take this in sort of a witchy, whimsy goth direction, like the robe earlier. I have a particular sweater I'm envisioning, so I'm gonna try that next. Okay, here's the sweater. I embroidered it myself. I like that it has sort of a witchy motif, but the colors still go really well with the skirt. And then I figured if I'm wearing a sweater, this is probably a fall outfit, which means it's the perfect outfit for these boots. I mean, literally what could be more perfect? They go with the orange in here, they go with my hair. The color palette feels so artfully arranged. I love this. Since we're going full autumnal outfit mode, I feel like we should add a jacket. I did take a lot of jackets back to Wisconsin to sit in my parents' house until I move, so I don't have them all with me, but I do have this one. I think it could work. Okay, the sweater is a little bulky under here, so I think in real life I would use just a different long neutral jacket, but the look is great. The vibes are there. Oh my gosh, I'm so into this. Also with my fresh hair dye, I'm just like, wow, It looks so good. It matches the boots perfectly. I'm very excited to wear this in the fall. Wow. Again, I'm feeling like so successful about this skirt. I can't believe I was almost ready to be like, yeah, whatever, I don't want this anymore. When you're feeling that way about clothes you used to love, just take some time, play around, figure out some new outfits, and maybe you'll fall back in love with your old clothes. Because that's kind of what I'm doing here today. Okay, this last piece wasn't formally categorized as on notice in the closet cleanout, but I also think it's actually going to be the hardest to style. It's this dress I made myself. I'm wearing it right now. It looks like this. I made this and I think it's lovely and I want to keep it, but I really struggle to style it. I never wear it. So it definitely belongs in this video, maybe even more than anything else. I feel like I always struggle with this dress because something about it just like doesn't feel quite me. But I think when I focus too much on like trying to make this dress align with the spiritual inner soul of my personal style, I get really caught up and bogged down. It doesn't have to be that serious. I'm just gonna do what I think looks good. And the first thing coming to mind for me is a bolder, darker, higher contrast color because this is quite soft and pastel. So I'm thinking maybe my same blue jacket from earlier. Okay, I do think I like this with this jacket. Next, I think I want to just add a warmer tone. And I feel like maybe some tall brown boots for sort of like a spring gardening vibe would be cute. Is that cute or does it look kind of clumpy and weird? Maybe the fisherman sandals instead. I actually don't know. I feel like this looks weird too. Why can't I figure this out? Maybe my brown Mary Jane clogs? Okay, I think I like this best. This looks best with the shape and the hem of the dress, but it still kind of has that cutesy yet rustic earthy vibe. I'm now debating, would this jacket look better buttoned up or with like an overshirt underneath the jacket but over the dress? Let's try the overshirt. This dress is tricky with layering because it has these tie shoulders, so it can get a little bulky in here. That said, I actually think this is working incredibly well. I love this shirt with this dress. This little embroidery like matches so well. Let's see how we feel with the jacket over it. Okay, that's too much. I don't like it. Let's ditch the jacket for now. This outfit is feeling incredibly cute to me. I don't know if it's like super me, but I don't know. I like it. What would I add if I did want to make it more me or just give it more accessorizing? I feel like I can kind of always trust this necklace. This is feeling sort of like Garden and Grandma, and I kind of just think I need to embrace it and add like a little hair scarf bandana or something. Okay, I don't know. I think this is fun, but it does feel somehow like a little too grandma-y to me. I just think I would like it better with a different dress. So is this really helping me with this particular dress? Maybe not. I'm torn. I don't know if I'm succeeding with this or not. I do think this bandana is sitting a little weirdly on my head right now. So if you feel that way too, just know I agree with you. Maybe if we like do a scarf around the neck, is that anything? I feel like no, it's not. What if we take off the little overshirt and then we style the scarf, tie it around the waist like a little belt? Is that anything? Maybe. And then we add the necklace back in? I don't know, guys. I'm floundering. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe we just need the dress and the necklace, and maybe we tie the scarf on like a little bag handle. Well, in a shocking twist, I think we have come to a conclusion that I actually like, and it is the simplest thing we've tried so far. Maybe I just was overthinking it. I like the little Mary Jane clogs. I like that they add something like a little more chunky and funky, and then the brown bag matches. This just adds a little something. And then I also like how this necklace adds in new colors. It keeps the look from being totally pastel, but it also avoids clashing with the pastel. I also think, honestly, again, having my hair freshly dyed is doing a lot for this. This color is really bringing some warmth and vibrance to the look. All right, I'm calling this a success. Should we try one more outfit with this dress? Who knows how long that will take after the first one. I gotta challenge myself. I think I want to try something again with that blue jacket. All right, here we have it with the jacket closed up. I also added my little bandana around the neck with the collar this time because I thought it would be cute. And it is. I think these shoes still look good with this dress. However, I do think it could be fun to try these boots again. Okay, I kind of love this. What the heck? I am once again struggling with the question of whether I would like this outfit better with a different dress than this one. I don't have any other dresses in mind that I would particularly use here though. And I think this is fun. Like, it's a little different for me, but I think it's really cute. I just wish this dress had some more vibrant, warmer colors in it. I am pondering trying to figure out some sort of embellishment alteration that would add that in. I think that would improve all of these outfits and this dress. I don't know. This one still feels like a work in progress. All right, I'm not gonna push my luck trying for a third outfit with this dress. So those are all the outfits I have for you today. Overall, I think this was quite successful. Obviously, the last one was a bit of a challenge, but overall, I'm feeling super inspired to like reuse all the old stuff I have in my wardrobe that I've just been ignoring or skipping over for no reason. I did have a couple more on notice pieces that I didn't include in this video because they are on notice more for reasons of fit or comfort, not because I don't know how to style them. So we have today tackled the pieces that I was most struggling to style or avoiding styling. And I definitely feel resolved to keep all of them. This dress was the hardest one, and this was the only one that I wasn't planning to get rid of anyway, because I'm too attached to it because I made it myself. I hope this gives you some inspo to look through the old things in your closet, find new ways to wear them. And I heard if you leave a comment, watch another video, and subscribe, you will succeed at doing just that with that old worn out piece you were thinking about passing along.